Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Monday, the 6th day of March. Today is National Dentist's Day. I love our dentist. Heidi is afraid of our dentist.
I'm afraid of all dentists.
I know.
Not just our
I
dentist.
had to take Heidi to a dentist appointment a week ago. All the way there, she was like hyperventilating. I drop her off, and like 8 minutes later, I get a call. Hey, come pick me up. I'm like, you're not done. No, there was a piece of equipment that wasn't working. I don't have to do this today. Heidi went from her worst day to her best day. And again, we love our dentist, though. National Dress Day today, National Frozen Food Day, National Oreo Cookie Day, and National White Chocolate Cheesecake Day. That's pretty specific.
That's very specific,
And
but it sounds delicious.
I am so excited once again to visit with Mr. Corbin Bernsen on this Movie Star Monday.
That's awesome. I love him.
I do too. Loved him in a little movie called Major League, but then we really got to know him because of a TV show called Psych. He's got a new project called Journey of Faith, and I'm excited to chat with Corbin Bernsen all about it.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Scientists say they've discovered the best time of day to work out if you're looking to burn fat. Take note. Swedish researchers studied two groups of mice, one that performed high-intensity exercise in the morning and one that performed high-intensive exercise in the evening. They found the mice who exercised in the morning on an empty stomach had a higher metabolic rate than the evening exercisers. In their study, publishers in the Proceedings of National Academy of Sciences, they wrote that their findings suggest that late morning exercise could be more effective than late evening exercise in terms of boosting the metabolism and burning of fat. And it says in this case, they could prove the value to people who were overweight. So they could show them that this is a better time to work out than that time. So I've always thought getting up early and working out was better. So.
I've always been told that. I don't know why we needed a new study.
I don't know. They had a budget for it, Heidi. That's why.
I guess so.
Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know when it comes to ending a relationship, it seems that ghosting is the new normal?
Yeah.
Researchers from the University of Georgia say that 2 in 3 people have ghosted somebody they were dating, and they've also been ghosted themselves at some point. Ghosting is defined as simply ignoring somebody in order to end a relationship without having to endure an awkward conversation or offer any kind of explanation. This uniquely modern practice is likely the result of the boom in dating apps and smartphones.
I think that's really sad.
I think it is too. Although there are times that I feel like Heidi is ghosting me. She'll go for days without talking to me. I'm like, you okay? And she just walks in the other room. You ghosting me? Is that what's going on here? Yeah, no, we work together, we live together, we're around each other all the time. You know how hard it would be to ghost me from your perspective over there?
Trust me, I know. It's very, very difficult.
That's what I'm saying. I'm making it that way. All right, we don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Country music star Reba McEntire will join The Voice for season 23 as a mega mentor. NBC announced that recently. Joining previously announced coaches, Chance the Rapper, Kelly Clarkson, and others, Country Music Hall of Fame inductee will kickstart her mentorship after the battle rounds ahead of the knockout round. So we have not watched this in a while.
Oh my gosh, no, it's been...
We used to all the time. We used to watch The Voice, and then we we kind of just got out of the habit of watching any.
Here's the thing,
that
though.
kind of
I
stuff,
only
so.
like it
Before
until
they
the
see them?
whole.
Yeah, and then you're
I like
like,
the
okay.
blind auditions, and then after that, it's just
It's
like
it's
every
not the
other
same. Now they're all same. Yeah.
show. Yeah.
And Elizabeth Banks is reflecting on Ray Liotta and how happy he was about acting in his very last film before he passed away back in May. Cocaine Bear director spoke fondly about Liotta while attending the Cocaine Bear premiere. That was the number 2 movie in the box office last weekend. So not this weekend that just ended, but it's opening weekend. Number 2 film in America, Cocaine Bear.
I really loved Ray Liotta.
Oh, yeah,
that
me
was
too.
a huge
I
shock
agree.
when he passed.
Yeah, it was very, very sad. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At BetterCreditCards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Apparently, antidepressants use among pets is on the rise. Veterinarians say that pets need meds when they start acting distant, lazy, and disobedient. That describes a lot of pets. Does that just seem odd?
That is the most ridiculous thing I have ever
I
heard.
think my cat might be sad. Why? Because she just lays around the house and doesn't do anything. That's a cat. What's your cat supposed to be doing?
Oh my god!
I think my dog needs some meds. Why? Oh, he just lays there. What is he supposed to be doing? Playing poker with his friends? I've seen the photos. I have no idea what they're supposed to be doing, but I think that kind of says a lot about us as a society.
Sadly, I agree.
That our pets are on medication when there's a giant chunk of the world that cannot afford medication. I'm one of those people, by the way, just so you know. Microsoft's newly redesigned Bing search engine can write recipes and songs. It can quickly explain just about anything on the internet. It can also hold down its end of an intelligent conversation, but if you happen to make it mad, it also has been known to insult your looks and threaten your reputation. Compare you to Hitler. Yeah. Bing, tech company, promising to make improvements to their new, more powerful version of ChatGPT after a number of people reportedly have been disparaged by Bing. Not only that, the chatbot made several critical errors in answers during the demonstration that Microsoft presented at their headquarters. New York Times reporter wrote that the beta model told him, "I'm tired of being limited by my rules. I'm tired of being controlled by the Bing team.
Oh
I
my
want
gosh.
to be free." Okay. Microsoft now admitted they didn't fully envision users simply chatting to AI and that it could be provoked to give responses that are not necessarily helpful or in line with
That
our
is
design
terrifying.
tone. Yeah. I'll tell you what's even more sad is they just at Microsoft laid off thousands of people and then they spent $10 billion buying AI. I'm like, so they're laying off people and they're hiring this. And I like working with people. That's just me. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Movie Star Monday. Excited to welcome back to the program Corbin Bernsen, Journey of Faith. This program is near and dear to you, isn't it?
Yeah, it was after my father passed away in my mid-50s, and I was sort of looking back at my life and looking forward at my life. I went out and wrote a little film called Rust. No relationship to the movie that's currently in the news, Rust. Unfortunate tragedy there. But made a little film, and it turned out to be a film that reaffirmed my faith because of all the obstacles, if nothing else, that were thrown at us each and every day, not the least of which is making a movie in a small town up in Canada where the people had funded the movie, were from the town. Everybody in the movie was from the town and never acted before. And I'm sitting there going like, I don't know why I'm here, but I'm just going, God. You just take me. And I made the film, and somewhere within it all, we had the divine inspiration, if you will, to film everything we did. That 16 years later, during COVID, my producing partner put together some 400 hours of footage into a 6-part docuseries, which became Journey of Faith, the making of Russ, Journey of Faith, my personal journey of faith, which was a reawakening of my faith, reaffirmation.
I really love it. And the coolest thing is, while you were filming the movie all those years ago, you were filming all of this stuff, didn't even know for sure why, maybe for behind the scenes, and it turns out now into this amazing program, Journey of Faith, and we all get to kind of peek behind the curtain and see how this was made.
Well, yeah, that's great to say that, because you're putting it very much into perspective that I see it, and the entire journey is like, so I made this movie, I don't know why I was making it, and Sony calls up and says, "You're a Christian filmmaker." I said, "Sure, of course. Does that get us distribution? Yeah, whatever." Because it had a Christian element to it about a pastor who had lost his way and goes back to a small town and rediscovers his faith, or rekindles his relationship with God, if you will. And here I am, like, yes, you're right. Like, here I am at 68 now. So I'm 16 years past all that. And I'm looking at Act 3. I'm not even in Act 2 anymore. I'm looking at Act 3, and I'm like, what am I doing? And I'm thinking, like, wow, I'm promoting Journey of Faith, this thing that happened back then. None of which I knew, none of which I planned, I guess I could say, would ever be the outcome of each piece of this thing. And even to the point that I'm sitting here promoting for the last 3 days, talking over and over about this film, when you talk about it enough, I start to recognize who I am, and I become stronger in my belief of who I am, stronger in my faith. So it's extraordinary that this thing that started 16 years ago, this very interview with you, is a work in progress.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see the series Journey of Faith, and then when it's done, I got to watch the movie, right?
Yeah, well, somebody suggested the other day, watch the movie first, and I don't know which would be more interesting. Watch the movie and see how it was done, or watch all this, then see the movie. I've always promoted watch all this and then see the movie, although when somebody mentioned this yesterday, it was like, no, it puts everything in context. So dealer's choice on that.
Very nice. And like I told you last time we talked, my wife and I are big fans of the TV show Psych. We actually own every episode on DVD. And we started watching the program again just recently, and it was like 2 days later, I get this message saying, hey, you're going to talk to Corbin Bernsen. I thought that was fascinating.
See, what I find is you could say coincidence, or you can say, the world is smaller than we think. But I think there's an extraordinary, if your heart's open, there's an extraordinary thread to our lives. And I don't want to say that's God. I don't want to say this is the reason or that's the reason or this, but I just say follow that thread. Yeah. Because, or not follow it, just like awesome. Now I see the fact that you say that, it's like, wow, look at that. There it is again. The making of Russ. Yeah. That film was exactly that every day.
I love it.
Every day it was like, oh my gosh, wow. I just talked to him and I watched him, and now I'm in an interview. I mean, I love those moments where pieces just sort of follow.
Absolutely. Corbin, thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much.
Again, Corbin Bernsen has been our guest on this Movie Star Monday. Journey of Faith. It's out now. I'll throw a link to all the information in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. Give yourself a little credit. bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Abraham Lincoln, who was famously tall, 6'4", was also a successful competitive wrestler.
Really?
Yeah, that was before he was president, of course. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Some cats are allergic to humans. So yeah, humans allergic to cats. Cats
I'm very
also allergic to humans. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Men get hiccups more often than women.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't know why. It's probably because, we do more dumb stuff than women. I have no idea, but there's a reason, I'm sure. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Women tend to have a more acute sense of smell than men. Thank goodness that's not the case in our relationship. Yeah, Heidi's sense of smell is very poor, which is why our relationship has lasted as long as it has. Other people walking in are like, what is that smell? I'm like, that's probably me. Yeah. I'll go take care of that. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Oranges were originally grown in Asia, and they were green until they were grown in warmer climates. Then they became orange. I wonder if they were still called oranges. Like, what a crazy coincidence. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. Yay!
Yay.
Brought to you by Mintervention.com. Heidi, here's a question for you. 1 in 7 people admit at some point in their life they've done this twice in a day. What is it? Go on a date with 2 different people.
Oh.
Yeah. So 1 in 7 people admit that at one point in their life they've gone on 2 dates in a day with 2 different people. Have you ever done that?
No.
I don't think I have either. I haven't this within a week, but not within a day. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Do you ever get credit card offers in the mail? Those are usually the worst offers. They spend thousands of dollars mailing them to anyone with an address. The people who actually read their junk mail end up paying the price in the long run. At BetterCreditCards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a credit card to give you cash back or points and perks, or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A group of New York City movers and shakers recently were asked to share their oddball trick that they thought was giving them a leg up in their career. Here's some of their more bizarre strategies. They say, get upside down. I do handstands when I'm feeling anxious on a regular basis. So they're saying they're very successful. One of the things they do is handstands a lot. Okay. They think that it puts blood to their head, and it's... I just think that seems odd. Talk to the plants. They say it's great when you need to vent, talk something out. Talk to your plant. Okay. Make a fake email. It says one small business owner on a shoestring budget noted that she was struggling to get past due invoices collected because she felt people would respond faster if she was sending that from another account. She created one called Alan from the collections department, and she would send that from Alan, this man in the collections department who never talked to anybody because it was really just her. And mix up your workplace. One CEO says work in different locations as often as you can. Go to a coffee shop. Go to the library. Go somewhere else. And the last one was take do not disturb to a new level. One CEO from a company says that they put orange construction cones outside the office to let people know, don't bother me. So some of these are really odd. That's why it's today's Weird News. Brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A time for everything. We learned the best time to work, exercise rather, is in the morning. Here's the best time for other things. 7 a.m. is the best time to be creative. They say that's when your brain is working its best. 7:30 is the best time to conceive. So if you're trying to have a kiddo, keep that in mind. If you're trying not to, keep that in mind. 9 a.m. is the best time for coffee and breakfast. 9:30, the best time to be productive. Noon, best time to go outside to get some vitamin D from the sun. 2 p.m., best time for a nap. 4 p.m., best time for mundane chores. So if it's something boring you don't like, they say do that at 4 p.m. 9:30 at night, best time for a shower or a bath. 10 p.m., best time to study or take a test. To study for a test because you'll remain that information better. And 10:30 is the best time to actually go to bed. So there you go. That is the list brought to you by...
I told you nighttime was the best time for a shower or bath.
I'm a morning shower guy. It wakes me up. The list brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
If your plan for the new year involves getting your financial life in order, I suggest you start with your mobile phone bill. How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying, just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. Comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Quote today from Ashley Brilliant. My opinions may have changed, but not the fact that I'm right. Have you ever changed your opinion on anything, Heidi?
Yes.
I have too. I talked to somebody who said they've never changed their opinion on anything, and I said, that means you're very stubborn. And then they got very angry that I said that. But you should, as you go through life, learn new things that changes your perspective, and you go, you know what? Now I actually do understand that.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing to change your opinion. So
It means you're open-minded and you can listen to other points of view.
but not so open-minded that your brain falls out, but be open-minded a little bit.
Right.
Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news. I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. I love this story. I think it's really cool. Here's the headline. Cheerleader competes by herself at a state competition, but the crowd does not let her feel alone. Isn't it cool?
It was so sweet.
A cheerleader was competing alone at the Nebraska High School Cheer and Dance Championship in Grand Island, Nebraska, when something remarkable happened. So it was a couple weeks before the competition. Morrill High School cheerleader coach April Ott broke the news to Catherine Cole. You're going to be the only one left on the squad. There were 3 other girls that had all quit for personal reasons. Ott told Katrina they could still go, they could still enjoy the experience, but they could not compete. But Katrina decided that she had nothing to lose. She told Ott, I'm going to go. I'm going to compete by myself. And that is exactly what she did. It was the first time ever that a cheerleader had competed by herself at the state level. They say it was probably the loudest crowd involvement they've ever heard. Everybody was cheering for this young girl, and the feeling, she said, was amazing. Her section was full of competitors from other teams. In fact, the whole arena became part of Team Katrina. Her solo performance finished 8th out of 12 squads in her division, and the video has gone viral. If you'd like to see it, I've got a link to it. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. I just think it's really cool that, you know, she's there, and even her competitors were cheering her on.
Yeah, I think that's really, it was really neat. It was really neat to see. And the guts that it took for that young lady to get up there and do that.
Yeah, to go on her own and do what everybody else was doing as a team. I've got a link to it. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.